Afternoon. It's the Yeka school day holiday today, so the kids have had a day off school and we've done some gallivanting around the place, buying some bits and pieces and finishing off some projects that didn't get done on the weekend due to a party we had here all day Saturday. So I'll just run through what we've done, or what we've got up to anyway, with the AP setup. We went out and bought some treated hardwood sleepers. They're going to go down here and form the small retaining walls for the gravel. Here, this is a leftover sleeper from the front retaining wall after we had some wombat drive through there one morning and destroy our fence and retaining wall. Another story. Chopped up the IBC. This one here will be the Yabby sump tank. I chopped this one a bit higher than it's actually been chopped at 350 or 35 centimeters. My logic with this one is the drain will actually activate at about this level, so that gives us 10 centimeters of extra growth or dry zone. And I was thinking, a bit of an experiment, next winter, rather than taking up a whole bed, sorry about the camera focusing, actually 2 whole beds with garlic, I'll use this one here and try aquaponic garlic. So the garlic will live in the top dry section and the roots will go down into the moist section, so that way the bulb shouldn't be affected by the moisture. Tell me if I'm wrong, people, comment below, but that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I chopped up the IBC. It's going to have, you can see the 600 litre mark there, so it'll have just under 600 litres worth of water. That will be used as a semi-sump / Yabby tank. Next to it will go this tank here. This tank here, when I chop it down to the 300 mark, this one will be chopped down to 300 or 30 centimeters. It will make it a nice neat 800 liters left in the tank. That one will be dug out and buried slightly, so the water level on the 2 tanks will be the same height. Even though this is a smaller tank, this one will hold more, but the level will be even. That one will also be situated on Besser bricks, but a better arrangement than that. They will face this way, so you walk in here, there will be a path, and you will go straight into the opening of the AP tank, of the fish tank, sorry, or Yabby tank, which is that one there. So all I did was, after I cut it off, I went and bought some 20mm by 20mm angle, just used 1/8 pops on them, just popped them all around nice and sturdy, just to neaten him up a bit. So the lids are faulty. That's alright, I'll get a bit of Sikaflex in there, or some sort of food grade seal. I'll get some sort of food grade sealant in there to make sure the lid's all done. They will fill from that back corner, and they will drain from a bell siphon down the front here, and that will go in directly into the fish tank. The grow bed on top of the fish tank will drain straight into the fish tank, and all pumping will take place from the Yabby bed. So that way we'll have the Yabby tank. That way we'll have the 2 tanks joined and we'll get a bit of a cycle going. So that's the story. The Besser bricks are going to be used as a compost / soil prep bay. So these guys will form the walls along with some others. The feet aren't included in that one. Yeah, I'm just sick and tired of having the soil on the ground all the time. We have mushroom compost on that side, old recycled soil from the beds on that side, and sand for a further wicking bed project up the back there. So it'd be nice to have 3 bays where I could mix these 2 together, the soil and the mushroom compost, have a compost bay and a bay for storing other bits and pieces. So that's pretty much where we are on the AP. I did catch a clip of a try-hard escapee earlier on the barrelponics system, and people said I was silly with the guard. We have an attempted escapee. Around the back. There we go. Here's our Yabbies. Here's a, from what we were told, this guy's a blue and red claw cross, so could be, they're not too sure. Focus. So, that's our Yabby. One of 4 big ones. As far as this one's going, There's quite a bit of growth on the broccoli, and everyone thinks the lettuce is perked up. I can't see it, to tell you the truth, because I see it every day, many times a day. But I did go through and sprinkle a whole heap of broccoli plants through here, so I've probably left it a little bit too late, but there are a whole host of seedlings in there. So they're all popping up and looking good. So hopefully we'll get some broccoli off them before the heat kicks in and we lose them all to flowers straight away. Even so, we'll eat the flowers and salads. Nitrites are still high, 5+. It's as high as the reading goes, as 5. So I did a 50% water change and actually topped it up with probably about an extra 30 litres of water on top of that again. So this is the water I've taken out, and I'm using it on the different plants in the different wicking barrels and the potato bags and that around the place. So pretty cool, pretty happy with that. The nitrates were 80 this morning, so I'll lose some nitrates with the water change out, but the plants look happy enough. The pH is still sitting around about 8, so the iron's still being locked out from what I understand it, so I'm still giving it chelated iron every couple of days. Not a great deal, don't want to overdo it. The tank is soldered to 2 parts per thousand, and the ammonia is down to a trace, so the other day it didn't even register at all. The nitrites was through the roof, and the nitrates were actually over 80, near 160 I think. So that's where we stand. I will show you one score. Went out today, there's a local shade sail manufacturing place, and I got 10 metres of 40 mil, try and stretch this out, 40 mil square mesh. So what's that, 40 mil is 25 mil in an inch, so I'll let you work it out. Hopefully we'll be able to use that to stop the white cabbage butterfly coming through. Thinking about draping it down this joist, if you will, down there, draping it down the side of this bed here, bed number 1. It's a 5+ metre bed, and doing all our broccoli and cabbages and all those sorts of veggies, all the brassica veggies in there. And once the shade cloth goes back up, it'll come down to the side of the bed, a nice wall of mesh down this side. Should keep the buggers out unless they decide to crawl through. So even if it doesn't work for that, we'll throw it over the top of the mango tree. It's a Bowen mango, it was a massive tree, we had it cut down to a stump, so we'll throw it over the top of that when these guys turn to fruit, to save it from the bats. We'll get our share and give the rest to the bats and the chickens, and the possums. So anyway, that's the AP setup, where we're at that, and a few other rabbiting ons, and I'm going to finish my beer and go cook dinner. Woohoo! Have a great one.